I know that the response has been very, very good. All the cities that we've been, that we're going to be at this fall, and had a good start. Obviously they've done a few, some test runs and stuff like that, and they've had a great response. And like in Madison Square Garden, they played a few months back, sold it out, 15,000 people. So. It'll be nice. Obviously, for us, it's exciting. For us to get another opportunity to not only play against each other, but also to be in front of the crowds again. It's going to be a great feeling.
So I just got one question here. Tell me about, you also had a great career, but tell me about a challenge that you've had in your career, and how did you overcome it?
Well, I think we've had a lot of challenges. I think every player's probably gone through their fair share. I've had a couple of really, really bad injuries that I've certainly.
What was the biggest one that you say, man, this overcoming this obstacle or this hurdle meant so much to me?
Well, I think in some aspects, getting back out on the tennis court to some degree. I've had through tennis, for the most part, I've actually been injury free, but the injuries that I've had have been pretty bad. I've had, I fractured my hip at the end of '89. I tore my MCL on my left knee at the peak of my career, and then I feel good now. And then I snapped my Achilles in 2005. So. You learn to appreciate a lot of things, even just everyday things, and certainly, I was not going to let injuries, keep me away from the tennis court as well. You have a passion to do it, and unfortunately those things happen. But as in anything in life, you have failures, you have times where you got to pick yourself back up, and you keep working at it, and just ask God to hopefully keep you healthy out there.
You look great, by the way.
Thanks.
How much does kind of like that physical take do on you though mentally? Because I would think like as much as you're recovering from an ailment, I mean, knowing that injury occurred, how does that really translate in your game? How do you recover from that?
Well, I think part of it is going out there and practicing. Part of it's going out there and playing. Realizing that hey, if I put out forth the physical conditioning that I need to do, I'm ready to go out and play. So, I think that's the first and foremost. I think that's the most important thing. If you've gone out there, your injury heals, and then expect to be able to come out there without really preparing for it, then I don't know if you can really expect yourself to go out there and play without thinking about it. So. I think it all ties in. Tennis, you can be talented and hit all the shots, but we all know if you don't have the physical part to kind of keep it all together, especially at the top level on the ATP Tour level, and then it's tough. So.
What aspect of your game do you think has changed the most, considering the physical toll on your body?
I feel like physically I feel great. I think that. I don't think none of the injuries that I've had in the past have hampered me at all on the tennis court. I might be just a hair slower than what I was when I was 17, but I think that just comes with age. I think now with the technology of the rackets and strings, I feel like we're able to generate a little bit more pace. Certainly add a lot more spin than what we were able to do before. Certainly even be able to hit some shots that we weren't able to hit because of the advancement of technology. So,
speaking of technology, how happy are you that you don't have to deal with the press technology that's available nowadays, where you'd be under such a ridiculous microscope?
Oh, well, I think. I think for the most part, I think when we were playing and at our prime, I mean, we still had obviously a fair amount of press. Some press that would obviously follow us, but. For the most part, everyone has always been pretty respectful of it, and I know I've had a very good relationship with the press. I don't know if you're necessarily talking about like reality shows or anything like that now, but
the social networking, being Facebook, Twitter, all the
sure. Of recording your voice, anything you say,
right,
disseminated to a million people,
right,
a heartbeat.
Yeah, but I mean that's just part of the times, and
that doesn't mean you got a Twitter following, just do you?
I don't have a Twitter account, so I think for the most part I'm a pretty private person. But I realize that tennis is a sport that's going to be in the spotlight at times, and I think you have to take it, in a positive light. You realize that you have a platform to go out and play, but you also have a platform to share, and if you take that opportunity and be able to touch some lives along the way, then that social network is a good thing.
Other than your, I'm sorry.
How does it feel to know that you're forever going to be remembered for serving underhanded to Yvonne Lendl? That's like the shot that people remember about you. The one thing of all things that is.
I mean, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine by me. I think that obviously it's certainly a highlight of my career, and something that obviously I feel very proud of. But I think in looking back over my career, I feel blessed and honored to have played on the ATP Tour and have gotten a chance to play 16 great years out there, and I've had opportunities to play against so many generations of champions. I was there got a chance to play the Lendl, Connors, McEnroe generation, the Edberg, Becker generation, my own generation, obviously with Pete and Andre and Jim. The generation after that, which was Leighton Hewitt, Marat Safin, Roger Federer, and then I didn't get a chance to play Nadal or Djokovic.
My favorite Chang memory: we were in Toronto, 1990, 95 degrees. You were playing Jay Berger. It went down. It was the third set. You went down to 3 tiebreakers. He broke you to advance the third set. You were gutsy. You broke him back, and the two of you guys. It's one of those matches that's shame to be a loser. It was hot like anything.
Yeah, it was.
It was at Old Stadium, and I never forgot that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
you got a good memory.
Thank you.
And you think that same type of competitiveness could still show itself today?
It does. I can tell you that it does, because we play. I haven't played Pete in a long time. I haven't played Andre in a long time, except in a charity doubles match where he played against Steffi, and I played with my wife. But I've played Jim on a number of occasions, and the intensity in the shot making is still at a very high level. So I think the crowd's in for a treat, and we're excited to hopefully showcase some great tennis.
Isn't it amazing since you played, at least on the women's side in China, how the game grew there and how many top women players are? It hasn't happened on the men, but on the women. So
it's good to
you
see.
had something to do with that. I don't know. You inspired.
Yeah, it's good to see. So.
Right. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Smile.